Morning. Welcome to the exciting city of Shanghai. I'm so excited to see all of you. Some of you my longtime friends and some of the new friends. And you guys all feel exciting to be here, right? And you want to hear something exciting or interesting. As a first speaker, I will try to make my speech as interesting, as original, and as possible. So how do I make my speech interesting? By being innovative. Like innovation is a big word, right? I think my speech is kind of interesting and creative because the first word of my presentation, you probably the first time, most of you first time hear innovationism as a new word. It's a new philosophy. And you don't hear often a talk about philosophy in a travel conference, right? So that's interesting. So I'm going to talk about innovationism, a new philosophy, and talk about its relationship with travel industry and how travel companies and how our travel industry can embrace innovation. Now, you must be curious. So this new word, innovationism, what does it mean? What's this new school of philosophy? Well, I helped create this philosophy. So it's very new. If you go to ChatGPT and you type in innovationism, there's no answer. So it must be very new. Okay. Okay. Literally means that innovation is the centerpiece, is elevated to the centerpiece as a pursuit, as a philosophical pursuit of this philosophy. And this is a very big topic, so I don't have time today to talk about it. Over time, you'll hear more about this philosophy. I think it is going to be the philosophy of the future. But if you want just use one sentence to describe it, usually we will talk about the most important philosophical question, the meaning of life. So innovationism defines the meaning of life as is to pursue, this sentence here, right here, is to pursue innovation and heritage for the long-term prosperity of humanity. So if you don't forget everything, you can remember this sentence. Okay. So why innovationism? Why this is the philosophy of the future? Because, as you know, innovation is becoming increasingly important. Not just financially. We all know financially it's become ever more important because all the big tech companies, the most valuable companies are those innovation companies. But not just financially, but philosophically, it's going to be more important. Why? Because in the age of AI, if AI can do all the jobs that a human can do, what's left for the human to do? What's the meaning of our civilization? What's the meaning of our life? So this is going to be, increasingly, more and more people will be asking this, I think, the most important question of the future, the meaning of life. And we just gave a definition of the meaning of life. So why pursue innovation should be our meaning of life? First of all, it's anthropic and sustainable. What I mean is that the fact I'm here today discussing philosophical questions with you is because our ancestors have for generations built this civilization, built this knowledge by innovation in science and arts, culture, build this knowledge. And not just the knowledge, but also everybody here 7 billion people, the genetic pool. So we build a treasure of knowledge and gene, and our ancestor has passed this treasure generation by generation, and it is our duty for our generation to pass down this mission or calling to our future generations. So that's why this philosophy, and this is the meaning of life, is anthropic and sustainable. Second, I think it is in our nature, and it's also a very high level of satisfaction to pursue innovation. I will talk about that a bit more later. Third, the pursuit of innovation has many good qualities or values. It promotes inclusiveness, it promotes peace, it promotes collaboration, and it actually is compatible with many values of travel. I'll talk about that a little bit later too. And lastly, I just said, in the age of AI, robots and artificial intelligence can replace many jobs, but it cannot replace the job of innovation. Why? It's a long argument. I cannot repeat it, but think about it. The world will be a very dangerous place if robots is doing the innovation. And also just because innovation is fun, right? We want to do the job, or want to have all the fun to innovate. And this is just not the philosophy. It has many practical implications. It has practical implications for individuals, life philosophy, the mentality, learning strategy. It also has implications for government policies on innovation and procreation, but also very relevant for companies, like us in the travel industry, to in terms of strategy and operation. I'll talk about that in a bit more details today. Now, why this philosophy? Okay, this philosophy is a philosophy of the future. Why is it relevant to travel? First of all, travel and innovation are actually kind of similar. So when you travel to a new place, you get excited, you're looking for new things, you're looking for new experience. So traveling is actually recreating this personal experience. It's kind of like innovation. So it's kind of similar. If you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, you read a very famous psychologist, Maslow, who have 4 basic needs. The pyramid on the left, the basic needs, but also high-level needs. What are the high-level needs? They are learning, right? Both travel and innovation. You need to learn first. Especially innovation, you want to learn, then you can innovate. It's about beauty, pursuing beauty, especially, scenery beauty, cultural beauty, arts beauty. It's about achievement. Innovation is hard, right? But when you accomplished it, you feel really achieving something. And travel sometimes is hard. Like I travel to, climb the mountains, ski trips. It's hard, right? And both are kind of a spiritual experience. So actually, they are very similar in terms of psychologically. And they also both satisfy the higher level of human needs. So when people have more money, more leisure, when AI is doing most of our jobs, more and more people will consume travel, and more people will be involved in innovation. In that regard, it's also very similar. And lastly, those are spiritual goods that are not very easily automatable. They're not very easily can be done by machines or robots. Why? Because travel, we all know, we are limited by the speed of light, right? We want to transport one person from one country to the other country. It's a heavy industry. It's not something that can be, Moore's law doesn't apply here, right? It cannot be, the productivity cannot triple or 10 times in just a few years. It's going to be continually be a expensive industry. So it's experience good, and it's going to be expensive. That's, I don't have time for this to argue rigorously, economically, why travel industry is going to be a long-term growth industry. But you get the idea, because it's a spiritual, it's experiential good, and it's not easily automated. Then it's going to be increasingly a bigger share of the total economy. It's going to be growing faster than the rest of the economy for many years to come. So that's why we're very bullish on travel, and it's the best industry from a growth point perspective. And innovationism and travel also are very closely related, because travel and innovation really promotes each other, really needs each other. Why? First of all, travel really promotes innovation. Like in the age of exploration, the great discoverers, the great explorers discover the new world, really spur the scientific revolution 500 years ago. And when you travel to China, a new place, you must get new ideas for business, for strategies, different inspirations. So travel really broadened the scope of individuals, of mankind, and really can promote and stimulate innovation. Particularly space travel, if you can go to another planet, it's really broadened the humanity's vision and scope. Envision. How do we envision? How do we see more? We want to travel higher. Travel promotes heritage. That's a long argument. So for the interest of time, I'll skip that. Now, why travel industry needs innovation? Well, that's actually quite straightforward, because every industry needs innovation. That's how you can become profitable. That's how you have long-term sustainable growth, right? I will talk more about this later. But also, there's an argument. Space travel. Elon Musk, we all know he's a pioneer in space travel. But what he didn't tell you is space travel is so costly, so difficult, and has little return. So I'm not sure how he can fund this Mars project by itself. It's a whole society needs to have this philosophy of really we should promote travel, not just for financial reasons, but for philosophical pursuit to really help, like the space travel program and space travel technology and all the other travel technologies. Travel technology is very hard, much harder than digital technology, and we really need whole society's consensus on this philosophy together. Oh, let's come down to the travel industry. Okay, first, every industry needs to innovate. And travel industry also needs to innovate because, first of all, financially, profitability comes from efficiency, quality, and uniqueness, both of which require innovation. So innovation in terms of efficiency, quality, in customer service, in marketing, and innovation for uniqueness. You want to make your product unique, right? You have a unique route, unique hotel, unique location, unique vibe. This is the key to build brand premium or price premium, pricing power, and marketing efficiency. Right? If you're unique, it's very easy to market in the age of social media. And also, we want to innovate for shared values. Our customer wants to promote ESG values. And how can we, as a travel company, to align our values with consumers, our customers' ESG values? And we can do innovation in this area, too. Okay, I'll elaborate that a little bit and tell you what Trip.com is doing and how can we help. First of all, innovate for efficiency and quality. Actually, AI and internet are really creating a fertile ground for innovation in customer service and marketing. You all know Trip Genie, right? Trip Genie is our AI agent. It's Trip.com's AI agent. Trip Genie really can help in customer service and marketing by integrating our agent technology with your agent technology and our content with your content so that to provide the best service and marketing to our customers together. How do we do that? I give you an example. Trip Genie, like I use a hotel as an example. For example, if a customer, before he books a hotel, he wants to ask, hey, what's the neighborhood like for this W hotel, right? Or the customer can search, do his homework, on a website for, very, very long time, but he can quickly ask this question. Ask Trip Genie this question. But to answer this question perfectly, we need the help of our hotels. So we want to integrate all the content, the details, the neighborhood, and what are the amenities, how to get here, the transportation, and a lot of details, a lot of FAQs. So our vision, I think the best way it is actually for the hotel to answer those questions. Because the hotels know their uniqueness, know their service better than us, than anybody else. But you said that's not efficient, right? The AI can do themselves, right? Yeah, that's right. But initially, for a few months, maybe for a few weeks, we need the hotels to work with us to answer those questions. And in just a few weeks or a few months, then the AI agent can learn, be trained by your answers, by your data, by your content. And that's just a one-time short-term investment. And the long-term benefit, can be the questions is answered perfectly and very efficiently, automatically, right? So this is something our Trip Genie can work with you together to really increase the efficiency and the quality of our service. That will translate to increased conversion rate, increased customer satisfaction, and cost reduction. The second, probably more important, is innovation for uniqueness, right? You want to be unique. You get something that no other hotels or no other airlines or no other attractions can provide, right? So there are many different dimensions. I'm not a hoteler, so you probably know better than I what are those areas that you can create uniqueness. I just give you a few examples, like unique location, unique views, right? Those, of course, those are endowed, but they still needs to be highlighted. So you need to still creating the most refined marketing messages, right? Unique customer targeting, for example, you're providing some extra amenity for Chinese, outbound Chinese, and we want to be able to, market that as well. Unique activities, unique vibes or imagery, like this hotel is kind of has a unique vibe, right? So how can we help? So when you create those uniqueness, we want our AI agent and also our rank list to bring out your uniqueness, your unique selling point, and match that with customers' search interest. So customers' search interest and asking different questions. Yeah, the customer asks, okay, what's good about this neighborhood, right? But then you say, oh, we have the best river view in the world, right? The customer is not going to ask what's the best river view. Do you have the best river view in the world? Or customer is not going to ask, the first time in Shanghai, not going to ask, oh, look for a hotel with the best view. The customers go, okay, what's the neighborhood? But then you can just tell them, like just walking outside, open the window, just walk outside. You have the best city view or skyline in the world. So we want to match customers' interests with your unique selling points. Also, we have the rank list because we already brought it. We already have those broader categories that the customers are interested in. For example, whether the hotel has gourmet food or Instagrammable, and those criteria, we can have your unique selling points to include in those broad categories. So when the customer search for the most Instagrammable hotels, we'll, for example, list the W Hotel, and the unique selling point is, I don't know, the special design, or the river view. So this is just an example. Like in our rank list, we have many categories. Some of the most commonly searched or some of the most popular categories that our customers are looking for. And we can match that with your uniqueness. So for example, the most luxurious hotels, the most family-friendly hotels, the most scenic hotels, the most gourmet hotels. If you have just create a new dish, a very popular dish, and your restaurants will become quite unique for travelers, and we can make you best gourmet restaurants. So the rank list can really help to market uniqueness, your innovation. And lastly, one area of innovation is to innovate for shared values. We all know that today, that many young people, our customers, really looking for ways to promote ESG values, especially like the carbon, environmental friendly values. And also, our partners, our travel companies, also are very interested in pursuing those ESG values. And the Trip.com can really help them align together so that to make ESG not just, a psychological pursuit, but also very rewarding financially. Why? Because if you align, the customer are looking for those ESG products, and if we can generate more exposure for these ESG products to our customers, and those ESG products will not only making higher price and more conversion, so that we'll be rewarded by their ESG initiatives for those travel companies. So the goal is we want to make ESG rewarding both psychologically and financially. I'll give you an example. So we have this low carbon hotel label right here. And we audit and badge those hotels. If the hotel really have a much lower or significantly lower carbon footprint than other classes of hotels, similar classes of hotels, we'll give this badge. And when customers look at the list, see this badge, and they make them want more to click on that or to choose this product. The picture is one of the low-carbon hotels in China. What they did is they have the solar panels on all their roofs. So it's a significant amount of investment. After the investment, they reduce their cost of electricity per room from 137 RMB to 100 RMB. So it's like a 30% reduction. So just calculating this cost saving will make the investment return of 15%. But when we have this label, they can further increase their sales and conversion significantly. So that's how Trip.com can make your ESG effort more rewardable financially. Okay, this is my last slide. Conclusion. So now you know a new philosophy, and that's the philosophy of the future. It's called Innovationism. And travel is the best industry because it's very closely related to innovation. Travel is the closest industry in relationship with innovation. And innovation is a key successful factor for all the companies in the future, and particularly important for travel industry. And Trip.com is here to help you innovate. Thank you.